Okay, y'all wanted to do this video because I seen this article titled Love and Marriage Huntsville's Marcel Scott is right. He is a better man than Martell Hall. And I can see where the person that wrote this article is getting that from. We have no proof that Marcel has, cheated on Tisha. He holds people accountable. He speaks his mind. He has his businesses intact. He's there for his wife and his kids. Seems like he's doing his thing. However, all this had me thinking Marcel may be the better man than Martell, but is he really a good man? That's what I want to talk about. Because a good man, to me, a good husband does not go off to Africa and out of the country without his wife and his kids and be secretive about it. Now, it may have not been anything in particular. Like he may have literally wanted to go on a business trip by himself and didn't really want any bother. But to me, I feel like that's single man behavior. That's single woman behavior. Because that's what I be doing. I be trying to go places by myself without anybody. But at the same time, I'm not married and I do not have children. So I don't know, just on the way Marcel be moving at times that's just very sneaky. I'm just going to say that. And then also aligning with that, his whole thing with not wearing his wedding ring is a little problematic and troubling. Now I understand like some people feel as though like as long as you got the love in your heart and you act married, the ring doesn't mean a thing, on their Kim Zolciak type time. But nevertheless, I don't know, just Marcel's energy doesn't give like doting husband like that. So he's a person that needs to have his wedding ring on, in my opinion. Because I don't know about him. But like I said, like we are talking about, no scandal or anything has ever came out about Marcel. So maybe he is as innocent as he appears to be, and that's just me projecting. But I also seen this tweet that said Marcel wants Tisha at home with the kids so he can cheat in peace. And see, that's the energy that a lot of people feel about this man. It's just not. And then again, this is a reality TV show, so who knows what's real and what's fake? We believe everything that we see because it's supposed to be reality. But who's to say that's not just a role that Marcel was playing up for the cameras? But behind the scenes, he's all Team Tisha, all in her face, really is doting on her, but that's not a role I could play. You're gonna have to be all about me. Remember Portia said that? I don't want my man to be this sexual or that sexual. I want him to be Portia sexual. I want him to be Synquette sexual. So I need to know, I need to feel it. Like they say, either you're obsessed with me, healthfully obsessed, or I don't want it. And I just don't really get that vibe from Marcel. And then again, we never seen them in their newlywed stage. I heard, after years of marriage, people kind of just settle out. It is kind of like a more friends type of deal. Y'all not always going to be googly gaga in each other's face and eyes, but I want my man to be like that with me forever and ever. Amen. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Oh, and this is another thing I found. I found another tweet that said, Martell is nuts, but Marcel ain't, you know what? Tisha, you allow him to not wear his ring, and he doesn't want to wear the ring. The scene after Martell claims Marcel been cheating, y'all go to the jewelry store to get him a ring he don't want to wear, girl. See, that's the thing. I don't know if that's just their marriage arrangement. Weird. No, it's not, because they wouldn't be going to get another ring. I don't know. I just feel like, remember that scene off of Sex and the City where Carrie really didn't want to wear that ring that Burger gave her? She wore it around her neck. That's what it's giving, because at the end of the day, Carrie really did not want to marry him. Her heart was still with Big. And I'm not saying that's exactly the case, because, that's a TV show, fictional TV show. But I just feel like when people really want to be married or whatever, they wearing that ring. They showing it off. And I can see now that women can be just as like flighty and flaky as a man. I know usually we see men lose their rings or men want to take off their rings, but women are capable of it too. So the fact that Martell, all those M's, the fact that Marcel was sitting up there losing his ring, not trying to wear his ring, it is, you do got to give it a side eye. So that's how come, yes, even though Marcel may be the better man for keeping his relationship intact, if he is doing something he's not putting out there in the public, but I feel like Marcel, at the same time, we don't know people's relationship. Remember, they said no one should be your couple's goal. So we don't really know everything that everybody's putting up with behind the scenes to have a relationship. Just because it's a relationship don't mean that we necessarily would want to be in that type of relationship or that type of arrangement if we knew all the things people are putting up with or going through. So it's just that part about it. That's just how we feel about it. So Tisha may be a better woman than Melody, or if we just going looking at things the way subjective, or is it objective? Just as outsiders looking at, even though we don't know all the details. So someone else tweeted, Martell just said you were cheating, and you tell Letitia your wedding ring doesn't mean a thing. See how he he be showing up. He be there for his wife, but then he do something that make you feel like, okay, we went one step up, but you just slid us 3 steps back. And just some of his misogynistic thoughts and ideas and opinions, just like Marcel. It is 21st century, a woman's place. Like, how in the beginning it felt like a little bit like he was stopping Tisha's growth from doing things more so outside the house and doing things for her. I know that's her husband and all, and you have to listen to your husband. But I don't know. I just feel like sometimes why not encourage her? And I just like Tisha's not the type. Tisha to me is extremely loyal. She don't give me the vibe that she would ever, 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 ever do anything to Marcel or anything. So to me, she gives me that vibe that you can trust her. But I understand men always be thinking crazy things about us, even if we show that we've been loyal and 10 toes down. So I guess I get Marcel from that way, but it's just more so like encourage a woman to spread her wings, because that also is a reflection of you. That shows that you are a good man. Like, your woman is being supported. She wants to grow. You're holding her down. She wants to be creative. You really got her in her feminine, wanting to be better and do better. So, Marcel, come on now, bro. Don't be doing too much. So, let me see some other tweets. So, yes, y'all. What do y'all think about Marcel in comparison to Martell? To me, I feel like we talked about this before. Birds of a feather flock together. So the fact that they were all friends at a point in time is already suspicious. I don't believe Martell was the only one that was cheating. And if he was around people that enabled his behavior. You see how Marcel was able to check Trisha ex-husband or whatever, but why wasn't you checking Martell when he was doing the stuff that he was doing with Coleslaw that y'all knew about when it came down to his relationship and marriage with Melody? And maybe he did, maybe they did, we weren't there, but I don't know. Martell was acting too brazen for me to make it seem like anybody in his circle really checked him. If anything, they probably covered for him, because then it come out that they knew about the revenge. You know what? Mm-mm-mm. So it's just more so like that. You know how people be judging people based off the company they keep. So Marcel, you're not a cheater, but you were hanging around a cheater. Not cool. Not cool. So that's what I wanted to say about the situation. Shout outs to Marcel for keeping his family intact. But do I feel like he's a better man? Not really. They all the same to me. They all got M's in their name as well as the first letter. Like, yeah. He's still my boy though. Sometimes Marcel be cool. He say things that I'm just like, all right, you got it, Marcel. But then he say things that just makes you scratch your head. It's like, really, really, bro, really. But he ain't my husband. That's what Tisha gotta deal with. But other than that, let me know what y'all think about this. Whose side are you on? Are you on the side of Team Marcel or Team Martell or Team neither? I have a feeling it's gonna be Team neither, because I know y'all. So let me know. Drop it down in the comments. And I also don't like this dog piling on Martell. Like, he did wrong, yes, but to compare them in the public this way, and Marcel's a better man. I don't know. I feel like people shouldn't do that. You just never know how things may end up, how everything may shake out. So, anyway, I'm really gonna wrap it up this time. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this video, and I will talk again to you guys soon. Bye.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.